factories of car makers Kia, MG, Hyundai, and Mahindra. Thousand vehicles a year. Within less than 4 years of operations, in May 2023, the company announced that it has achieved a milestone of 700,000 vehicle sales. As you can see right now, both the press shop and the welding shop are fully automated production lines thanks to a very modern approach. The factory currently produces the Kia Sonet, Seltos, Carens, Carnival, and the electric versions of the EV6 and EV9. All the wiring will be connected, and the robots will add the rear and front windows to the Kia. The seats are wrapped in protective plastic bags to minimize the risk of damage. The factory workers in car factories in India have very good working conditions. Car companies maintain the same standard across the board. The development and subsequent production of the MG Hector. MG Hector, which is sold in India, is called Baojun 530 in China. This factory near Halol in Gujarat produces over 80,000 cars a year. In the past, this factory was owned by General Motors India. The factory is therefore quite modernized, and many activities, paint shop, welding, stamping, are carried out mainly by robots. Most of the factory's 3,000 employees work in shifts and on the main assembly line. They assemble the car's interior, lights, dashboard, fit the car's wheels, and also perform output quality control. At the end of production, it is also necessary to adjust the lights and software settings in the onboard computer. The most popular MG cars in India are Windsor EV, Hector, and Hector Plus. This is the factory of Mahindra and Mahindra, which is M&M for short, near Chakan, India. Second-generation Mahindra Scorpio is manufactured at the Chakan plant. Second-generation Mahindra Thar is manufactured at the Nashik plant. For all Mahindra cars, production begins with pressing and then welding the bodywork. M&M is one of the largest vehicle manufacturers by production in India. You are now looking at the almost welded bodywork of the popular Mahindra Thar. Named after the Great Indian Desert, the Thar gained popularity soon after its launch due to its dominating road presence. Four years ago, in 2020, the manufacturer showcased the revamped Mahindra Thar, which made enthusiasts fall in love at first sight. Welding and finishing of the bodywork of the latest generation Thar is completed almost automatically by robots. At the same time, an engine is being manufactured at this Indian factory near Nashik. It comes with two engine options, a 2.0-liter petrol and a 2.2-liter diesel. Both are offered with a choice of 6-speed automatic transmission. The car body is immersed in a bath of anti-corrosion fluid and then the quality is checked. Mahindra Thar price starts at 11.35 lakh rupees. Patch the window. The last stage of the main assembly line is the attachment of all wheels. This SUV is a 4x4. You are now looking at the connection between the body and the chassis. This part is called the marriage, where the main parts of the car body are produced. Right now, you are watching the production process of the Hyundai Creta, Hyundai i20, and Hyundai Verna. This is a computer-controlled line that converts sheet metal to body panels with high dimensional accuracy and consistency. Now comes the welding of the car parts. This production process is automated, and the entire main body of the car is created by robots without the assistance of human workers. It is a high-tech line that builds full body shells from panels. Automated robotic arms are used for intricate welding operations that ensure superior and consistent build quality. It is here where the beautiful shape of the car comes together. First, the floor, sides, and ceiling are assembled, and as many as 4,000 places are welded. Welding is performed with high precision because it greatly affects the car's stability. With higher welding speeds, Hyundai can weld in more places, further strengthening the car body and improving the car's dynamic performance and stability. These large robots usually weld the main body frame and large parts. In newer factories, they do most of the welding. However, a lot of manual labor is still used in this Indian Hyundai factory. Now comes the welding of the car parts. This production process is automated and the entire main body of the car is created by robots without the assistance of human workers. Robots are not only cheaper to run, but above all, they perform their work with greater precision. The doors, hood, and trunk door, among additional parts, are attached to the assembled body. Right now, you're looking at the so-called body in white, specifically the Hyundai Accent, which in some countries is called the Hyundai Verna. It is one of the most sold cars, not only in India. Body in white is the stage in automobile manufacturing in which a car body's frame has been joined together, that is, before painting and before the motor, chassis sub-assemblies or trim have been integrated into the structure. The individual press parts are joined together in geometrical fixtures using various techniques: spot welding, adhesive bonding, laser welding, and mechanical joining processes. You can see the result of these techniques on the screen right now. Only spot welding was used to create this body. These bodies are waiting in the warehouse for the next stage of the production process, which is the paint bath. Now, the body painting begins. It is one of the most modern paint shops in India and uses the environment-friendly water-based process for superior and lasting exteriors. A unique process management system followed here helps deliver the most extensive color range, independent of minimum batch requirements, helping customers get their preferred color anytime. The conventional method to apply paint is through aerodynamic force, which turns the paint into fine particles to be sprayed onto the car body. but this causes some paint particles to ricochet off the car, resulting in a coating efficiency of approximately 65%. At the same time as the body painting, the engine is also being fitted to the Hyundai Accent, or if you prefer, the Hyundai Verna, which is just another name for it. Last year, the Hyundai Verna was named Indian Car of the Year. These engines are available in two options. There is one diesel and two petrol engines. The Hyundai Verna only gets a 1.5L naturally aspirated petrol engine, which is available with a 6-speed MT, CVT, and a transmission. The Verna naturally aspirated petrol engine makes 144 nanometers of torque at 4,500 RPM. The production process of the engine, including the gearbox, is combined in this part of the factory. Transportation is handled by sliding conveyors and robotic arms, but the components are mostly inserted into the engine by human workers. The production of power units from start to finish is actually a huge jigsaw puzzle. Small parts from various sub-suppliers of the factory are transported to the main assembly line. Factory employees then assemble these parts according to a pre-learned procedure. It is important to be meticulous and minimize any errors. Each worker on the moving belt is responsible for one and only one specific assembly activity. The finished engines are stored in a warehouse, and at some point they will be moved to the main assembly line, where they will be attached to the chassis and then connected to the car body. And now let's take a look together at the main assembly line of the new Hyundai car. Up to 3,000 parts are assembled into these cars. This is followed by lifting the car body using a crane and then lowering it onto the prepared chassis. This part of the car manufacturing process is called the marriage. Interior components such as electrical wiring and the sealing liner, followed by the engine, brakes, and other undercarriage components are installed. Then bumpers, tires, seats, windshield, and rear glass are installed. A cart equipped with screws and tools moves along the assembly line with vehicles to assist line workers within each section. This eliminates the need to go back and forth to the nearby shelves to replenish screws and parts, reducing non-value added movement. The Hyundai Creta is a subcompact crossover SUV produced by Hyundai since 2014, mainly for emerging markets. It is positioned above the Venue and below the Tucson in Hyundai's SUV lineup. Now the lights will be calibrated, the car will be steered, and the car's performance will